Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to the road to repeat here. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
Virtual vibe here.
Oh. Is it cold?
Ice cold.
Oh, man, I'm jealous.
Cold as ice. Willing to sacrifice.
Our love. You're willing to pay the price for our love.
Are the Panthers willing to pay the price for a repeat?
I have no doubt. Of all the teams down here in South Florida, when the Panthers lose or it doesn't work out, I always think they're going to turn it around because they've done it.
I'm just excited to see. I mean, I think we'll get an official word today from Paul Maurice on Matthew Tkachuk, but all signs are looking good.
I heard he might be out for the first game or two.
We'll see. I think he's going to probably announce it today, but he is on the practice ice as we speak.
Yeah, but practicing and playing hockey are two different things.
Well, he's literally practicing hockey right now, Leroy.
No, I understand that. It's like quarterback playing with the red jersey. You don't know what kind of hitting he's doing.
Well, yeah, they were working on, I think, on special teams. Paul said it wasn't a very heavy practice.
Oh.
No punitive on Saturday.
We've gotten away from the punitive skate.
No Easter practice for the Cats yesterday. They had the day off. I don't know if any guys went.
How was your Easter?
It was all right. It was good. It was a good time.
Bad Easter, dude. I don't know what happened, but this man had a bad Easter.
I mean,
I cooked we had some food. You know, I never miss an opportunity for a good meal.
Great.
Yep.
Did you do an Easter egg hunt?
For who?
The dogs.
The dogs.
No. Dude, they had people over here. Those dogs were out in the pool, swimming, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got Zeus to fake save a bunch of people. Like, he's like, come on, guys.
He's like, come on, you guys promised to play with me. That's how it's supposed to be.
Oh my goodness. Somebody came over and Zeus ran over with his Frisbee.
Yep.
And I told him, hey, by accepting this Frisbee, you enter the contract for life.
Yep,
he ain't gonna never stop.
Unless you can trick him. The debut playoff wise of Brad Marchand is just ahead of us. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing the annoying line, which is him, Sam Bennett, and Matthew Tkachuk all playing together. This is what Brad Marchand had to say on that potential.
Guys on this team that have a reputation of being hard to play against, being physical, and being not well liked by some people. I mean, how fun is it to be a part of a group like that?
Same people don't like me. Yeah, it's great. You know, I think it's one of the things that you notice when you play against this team is that every guy buys into being hard to play against, and they just play a physical, direct game, and they all compete hard. They all skate well, you know, and they stick together as a group, which makes it very easy to not like a team like that. So it's just a way that they've conditioned their team to play, and now being part of it, you know, you want to buy in. You walk in the room and you just want to buy into everything that they're preaching and everything that we're doing on a day-to-day basis, and the way that we prepare and communicate as a group. So, you know, there's a reason that the players and teams will like our team. It's because we, you know, play the right way.
Very excited about that. Honestly, to be honest, like, you know, we talk about in the Heat series about Kalel, but I'm excited to see what Samo can do in these playoffs, man. Sam Miskevich has been an absolute demon for the Cats while everybody's been out. This kid has been cooking all season long, and I'm excited to see what he brings when it comes to the playoffs. Leroy.
You know what's crazy? We talk about Kalel and going through his bumps and bruises as a rookie, and Sam Miskevich, we have a whole different like mindset with him, which is weird, right? Like, we ain't thinking, oh, his first playoffs, he's got to knock the rust off. He's got to get acclimated to it. We don't feel that way.
I think it's a couple things. I think it's one, Maurice was saying, like, he really slowly worked his way to this point where he's like on the second line. Like, started off as a fourth liner, and then just injuries and opportunity came through, and he just kept scoring goals and looking. I think the other part of it is like, look, they've trusted young guys before. Lundy was out there last year as a 22-year-old and performing for him, and does all the Barkov things. He doesn't get to have as much fun because it's the Finland way. The Finland way is not to have fun. It's just to hockey correctly. It's not the way of the Finns. Lundell would like to just go out there and get to do the fun stuff, but that's just not how the Finnish do things. And Barkov would reprimand him if he thought otherwise. Although I did see on Instagram, and I want to know more about this. Lundell puts on Instagram playoffs time, and Matthew Tkachuk commented on this, and he writes, "Mr. Lasolis strikes again," which makes me wonder, Lundell howling at the moon on Lasolis? Like, what's going on there? What is he like? What are the hot spots now on Las? Like, is Lasolis still a place people get after it?
Yeah,
that's a championship inside joke. That apparently.
Well, here's the problem. Here's what you have to understand. They practice not too far from there. A lot of them live down there.
Oh, I know it's a Fort Lauderdale team, but like, what were you saying, Froggy? You think this is
Lundell must have got after it at some point to earn that nickname of some sort.
You think Lundell's taking home the Las Olas Cougs?
Oh, I think he's up and down the streets of Las Olas, picking up the ladies, and Tkachuk's like, this guy's in rare form.
He probably is, like, because if you think like what it must be to be a 22-year-old, but you're just like, there's like 4 bars here. Like, like what are the go-to spots still on Las Olas? Is that like American Social? Is that Las Olas?
Yeah, American.
There's
Social
a Rocco's
sure.
Tacos there.
Yeah, there's don't they have that Irish pub there too? I think, if I'm not mistaken.
There's an Irish pub everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. Makes sense. It's Las Olas. Yeah, Dicey's, I guess.
305 Florida man says Las Olas, easy pickings. God, imagine for a handsome Finnish 22-year-old, I imagine it is easy, but what do you do for a living? Play for the Panthers. Really? Wow.
Say Lundell is a Targaryen.
You mentioned just I don't know. I think Forsling may have a squeeze at home, but I'm just like, those young Panthers. What it must be to be a young Panther on Las Olas, cleaning up.
Wow. Is hockey, as far as body types, the hardest to figure out that somebody plays hockey? Right? You know what I mean? You can't look at a guy and say, "Oh, hockey player," unless he smiles and his teeth are gone.
I definitely thought that what you're thinking of. I remember thinking about when they traded for Tkachuk, because they were like, this guy's a unicorn. I was like, oh, really? And so I'm expecting, like, specimen. I'm just like, he looks like a frat boy.
Right.
Like, this is the $70 million Wonder Boy? No, turns out he is. But I didn't know it just based on him in flip-flops and a polo.
Hey, Florida man says, no Astron on Los Olas. Only Mrs. Possum Holderberg.
I gotta find. We need to get to the backstory. We got to get Lundy on. I got to figure out why he's Mr. Las Olas.
Oh my goodness.